Hello people, welcome to the Selenium tutorial. This is our course IT 415 Software Testing and Quality Analysis. Our course instructor is Professor Saurabh Tiwari. So let me give you a brief introduction about what is software testing and what is quality analysis and why we need to do it. So basically whenever we develop any software or any program, it is expected to work accordingly. We try to improve its quality by removing any anomalies or bugs we face. Mm, Software testing is a way of doing it. So software testing is done with help of testing tools depending upon your test cases and environment of your project. And why we need software testing? Testing is necessary because we all make mistakes. Some of those mistakes are unimportant, but some can prove expensive or dangerous. Testing is required to point out the present defects and errors in your project and your software. Testing is also required for the effective performance in software applications. So, uh, testing generally helps you with the improving improvisation of your quality of your software. It's also important because this application should not result into any failure. It can prove expensive in later stages of development. This is list of our team, which is Vadir Bhupati, Suneet Meena, Raj Thakkar, Nikunj Pandya, and Nihit Alamuru. So, what is Selenium? Selenium is a bunch of different tools with different approach supporting test automation. It is used for automating web applications and for testing purposes. So what is automation testing? Automation testing is use of external software to control the execution of your test cases, and you can compare the actual outcomes with your predicted outcomes. So it helps with your web testing. Now, these are the four components of Selenium, which is Selenium IDE, Selenium RC, Selenium WebDriver, and Selenium Grid. IDE is the simplest framework and it is the easiest to learn. If you are starting with Selenium, I would suggest you to use Selenium IDE first, as it is easiest to learn. Now, one of the disadvantages of Selenium ID is it is only available as Firefox plugin, and it is like used ideally for prototyping. So if you want to prototype a test case, it is nice to use an prototype in Selenium ID. Selenium RC is little bit advanced and more complicated. You can automate your web testing with help of your programming language of your choice, like Java, C Sharp, PHP, Python, Perl, and Ruby. These are the languages offered. WebDriver is simpler to use and install than Selenium RC. Unlike RC, it does not rely on JavaScript for automation, and it controls the browser automatically by communicating to it. So we are going to use Selenium ID and Selenium WebDriver in this video. Now there is a fourth component called Selenium Grid. It is a tool that is used together with Selenium ID, Selenium RC to run parallel tests across different machines and different browsers all at the same time. So basically you can test your website from 10 different places all at the same time. So what we are going to do is we are going to explain you the installation of Selenium ID and WebDriver. Then we'll show you how to prototype testing using Selenium ID. So we are going to prototype a test using the Selenium ID on web application. Then we are going to automate a test case using Selenium WebDriver. So we'll get an idea how to automate testing on any website using this tool. So what is Selenium ID? As I already told you, it is one of the simplest framework and you can easily run it. Now, what are the pros and cons of this tool? It's very easy to use and install. You don't need any prior programming language. You can even export test cases that you design in this IDE, and you can export to Selenium RC and WebDriver. So you can use those test cases. You can edit those test cases and you can run those test cases in Selenium RC and WebDriver. We are gonna do that later on. It also had built-in help and test results reporting module, so you can check your test results in the GUI. So it's like very easy to use and it's fun. Now, what are the cons? It's only available in Firefox, so you have to use it in Firefox. There is no other way around it. Now, it is only designed to create prototypes of tests. There is no support for iterations and conditional operations. You have to use Selenium RC or WebDriver for it. Now, test execution is slow. Yes, it is slow compared to Selenium RC and WebDriver. Okay, this is now what is Selenium WebDriver? As I already told you, it is WebDriver provides better it's better to use than Selenium IDE and Selenium RC in many aspects. It implements a more modern, stable approach in automating the browser's actions, and it does not rely on JavaScript automation. It directly talks to the browser and directly communicates to it. Uh, these are the supported languages, which are Java, C Sharp, PHP, Python, Perl, and Ruby. Its pros are Selenium WebDriver. As I already told you, it is simpler to install than Selenium RC. It does not rely on JavaScript for automation, and it communicates directly to the browser. And you don't need any separate components such as the RC server to use this tool. And it executes your test cases faster than Selenium IDE and RC. Now, what are the cons? Its installation is more complicated than Selenium IDE. It requires basic programming language, so you can automate your test cases by this languages. And it does not support new browsers, so you have to use the majorly popular browsers like Chrome or Firefox or Safari or Internet Explorer. It does not have built-in mechanism for logging runtime messages and generating. These are the supported platforms and browsers. You can check it out. Selenium ID is supported only in Mozilla Firefox browser. Selenium RC is supported with popular browsers, and Selenium WebDriver also supports these browsers. There are also several tools like HP QTP. QTP stands for Quick Test Professional. It is a commercial tool, so it have and its license is very expensive, whereas Selenium is an open source tool, so you can use it for free, and it does not require any special license. Selenium only tests for web applications, whereas QTP is used for testing client server applications. It also contains many other features from Selenium. Now, Selenium has great many options, like you can use IDE in Visual Studio, Eclipse, and NetBeans. QTP does not support that kind of IDEs. It can be only developed in QTP IDE. Selenium supports mature object-oriented languages like Java, whereas QTP does not support that. QTP only supports VB scripts. Hence, you have to have knowledge of that VB script, and object-oriented approach to test automation becomes challenging in Quick Test Professional.